2 nights watch with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went into the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed, yet all this while in a most fast sleep.
A great perturbation in nature, to receive at once the benefit of sleep, and do the effects of watching it in this slumbery agitation besides her walking, and the other actual performances. What at any time have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report after her.
You may to me, and it is most meet you should.
Neither to you, nor anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech. Lo you, here she comes, this is her very guise, and upon my life fast asleep, observe her, stand close.
How came she by that light?
Why, it stood by her, she has light by her continuously, 'tis her command.
You see, her eyes are open.
Ay, but their sense are shut.
What is she does now? Look now, she rubs her hands.
It is an accustomed action with her to seem thus washing her hands. I have known her continue in this a quarter of an hour. Yet here is a spot.
Hark, she speaks. I will set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly.
Out, flame spot, out, I say. 1, 2. Why, then, it's time to... Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. A soldier, afeard. What meed we fear, who knows it, when none can call our power to a calm? Yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The Thane of Five had a wife. Where is she now? Oh, these hands ne'er be clean. No more o' that, my lord, no more o' that. You mar all with still starting.
Go to, you have known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not. I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Here, the smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand.
What a sigh is there. The heart is sorely charged.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
Well.
Pray God it be, sir.
This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those which have walked in their sleep, who have died wholly in their beds.
Wash your hands, put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you, yet again, Banquo is buried. He cannot come on one's grave.
Even so?
To bed, to bed. There's a knocking at the gate. Come, give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed, to bed.
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their deep pillow will discharge their secrets. More she needs the divine than the physical God. God forgives us all. Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance. It'll keep her eyes upon her, so good night. My mind, she has made it an amaze my sight. I think, but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
The English power is near, led by Malcolm and his Uncle Seward and the good MacDuff. Would to the bleeding in the grim alarm excite the mortified man.
Near Burnham Wood, shall we meet them then, that the way that they are coming?
Who knows if Donalbain be with his brother?
For certain, sir! He is not! I have a file. All the gentry, there is a Seward son, and many unrough youths, that even now protest the first of manhood.
Oh, what does the title tell?
Great Dunsinane he strongly fortifies. Some say he's mad, others that lesser hate him. He cannot buckle his distempered cause within the belt of rule.
Now we just feel his secret murderer sticking on his hands, now minutely revolts. upbreed his faithful breach. Those he commands move only in the command in nothing. Nothing in love. Now does he feel his title hang loose about him, like the giant's robe upon the Jorwish thief.
Ah, who then shall he blame for the pastoral senses? To recoil and start, when all that is within him does condemn itself for mean?
Well, march we on to give obedience where 'tis truly owed. Meet we the medicine of the sickly heal, and with him pour me in our country's purge, each drop of us.
Oh, so much it needs to do the sovereign flower and drown the needs make. We are marched towards burning come.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all. Tell Burnham Wood we move to Dunsinane. I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? The spirit know all mortal consequences have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man born of woman shall ever have power upon me. Then fly. False thanes, and mingle with the English epics. The mind I sway by, and the heart I bear, shall never sag with doubt, or shake with fear. The devil damn thee black, thou cream-faced loon, where got'st thou that goose look?
There are 10,000.
Geese villain?
Soldiers, sir.
Go prick thy face and override thy fear. Thou lily-livered boy, what soldiers perish? Death of thy soul. Those living cheeks of thine, of counselors to fear, what soldiers we face?
The English force so please you.
Take that face hence! Seaton! I am sick at heart. When I behold Seaton, I say this. Push will cheer me ever, or dissent me now. I have lived long enough. My way of life has fallen into the sear, the yellow leaf, and that which should accompany old age, as honor, love, obedience, and troops of friends. I must not look to have, but in their steed. Curses not loud but deep, mouth honor breath, which the poor heart would fain deny, and dare not.
What's your gracious pleasure?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported.
I'll fight, till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Give me my armor.
'Tis not needed yet.
I'll put it on. Sent out more, horses scared. Country round, hang those that talk of fear. Give me my armor. How does your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with thickness-coming fancies that keep her from her rest.
Ah, cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased, plucked from the memory, a rooted sorrow, raise out the written troubles of the brain, and with some sweet oblivious antidote, cleanse stuffed bosom of that pearlious stuff, which waits upon the heart.
There, and the patient must minister to himself.
See, throw physic to the dogs. All none of it. Come, put my armor on. Give me my staff, Seaton. Send out, doctor. The thanes fly from me. Come, sir, dispatched. If thou clost, thou coldest doctor, cast the water of my land, find her disease and purge her into a sound and pristine health.
I would applaud that to the very echo that should applaud again. Pulled off, I say, that rhubarb, senna, or what Persia the drug which scour the English heads. Harvest thou with them?
Hey, my good lord, your royal preparation makes us here.
Bring in after me. I will not be afraid of death and bane. Till Burnham Forest, come to Dunsinane.
Where I, from Dunsinane, away and clear, prophet again, should hardly draw me here.
Cousins, I hope the days are near at hand, that the chambers will be safe.
We doubted nothing.
What wood is this before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down, a bot and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shadow the numbers of our hosts. Make discovery ere in the report to us.
It shall be done!
We learn no other but the confident tyrant keeps still in Dunsinane, and will endure our settling before it.
'Tis his main hope. For where there is advantage, to be given both more and less. Given him the revolt, and none serve with him, but constrain the things whose hearts are absent too.
Let our just censures attend to the true event, and put on the industrious soldiership.
The time approaches that with the due decision make us know what we shall say, we have and what we owe. Thoughts speculative, their unsure hopes relate, but certain issues strokes must arbitrate, towards which advance the wall. Hang out our banners on the outward wall. The cry is still they come. Our castle's strength will laugh the siege to scorn. Here, let them lie till the famine and the ague eat them up. Were they not forced with those that should be ours, we might have met them therefore, beer to beer, and beat them backward home. What is that noise?
It is the cry of woman, my good lord.
I have almost forgot the taste of fears. The time has been. My senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek, and my fill of hair would at dismissal treaties rose, and stir as life were in it. I have supped full with horrors. Direness familiar to my slaughterous thoughts cannot once start me.
Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty face from day to day. To me, the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays, have led a fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
Gracious my lord, I shall report that which I say what I saw, but know not how to do it.
Well, say, sir.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked towards Burnham, and anon, methought, the wood began to move.
Liar and slave!
Let me endure your wrath, and be not so. Within the 3 mile may you see it coming. I say, a moving grove.
If thou speakest false, upon the next tree thou shalt hang alive until famine cling thee. If thy speech be sued, I care not if doubts for me as much. I pull in resolution and begin to doubt the equivocation of the feed that tells thy truth. Fear not till Burnham Wood do come to Dunsinane. And now a wood comes to Dunsinane! Arm and out! If this what he avouches does appear, there is nor flying hence nor tarrying here. I gin to be aware of the sun, and wish thy estate, O thy world, were now undone. Ring the alarm bell! Blow wind, come rack! At least we'll die with our harness on our back!
Now near enough your levee screens throw down. Snow like those you are. You worthy uncle, shall with my cousin, your right noble son, lead our first battle. Worthy MacDuff, we shall take upon what else remains to do, according to our order.
Fare you well. Do we find the tyrant's power tonight? Let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Make all triumphs. Speak, give them all breath. Those clamorous Hornburgers of blood and death.
They have tied me to a stake. I cannot fly, but bear like I must fight. The curse! Was he that was not born of woman? Such a one am I fear no one.
What is thy name?
Thou be afraid to hear it!
No! Thou callest thyself a harder name than any is in hell!
My name is MacBeth!
This Doyle himself could not pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear!
No, my fear!
Oh! Thou list aboard, tyrant, with my sword! I'll prove the lie thou speakest.
Thou is born of woman! But sword I smile at weapons, that is sword! Brand is my man, that's of a woman born!
Oh!
That way, the noises. Tyrant, show face. If it's best slain with no stroke of mine, my wife, my children's ghost will haunt me still. I cannot strike a wrecked tyrants whose arms are hired and bare with the shakes. Either thou, Macbeth, or my sword, with an unbattered edge and shattered again, indeed. There no shouldst be by the greatest clatter of one of the greatest note seems divided. Let him find him, fortune and more. I beg not! I beg not!
This way, my lord! The castle's gently rendered, the Thailand people on both sides do fight. The noble thanes do brawly profess yours and little is to do. We have met with foes that strike beside us. Enter, sir, the castle!
Why should I play the Roman fool and die upon my own sword? While I see lies, the gasher do upon them.
Turn, hellhound, turn!
Of all men I have avoided thee. But get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is my sword. Blood or villain, thy thorns will give thee out.
As easy as mayest, bless thou the entreatment air with the keen sword. Impress as make me bleed. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crest. I hear a charmed life. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of the woman born.
Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom still hast served tell thee, Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be that tongue that told me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. And be these tuggling fiends no more believe that powder with us in a double sense, that keep the word of promise to kill you and break it to our hope. I'll not fight with thee.
Then yield the coward and live to be the show, and gaze on the time that we will have thee as our rarer monsters are painted upon a pole, and under wit have made you see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be gaved with the 3 rebellious curse. Thou Burnham would become two to us I die, and thou's opposed being of woman born. Yet I will thee the last before my body enthrone my warlike shield. Lay on Macduff and demand me be him that cry oath enough.
I would the friends we miss were safe arrived.
Some must go off, and yet by these I see so great a day that it's cheaply bought.
Macduff is missing, and your noble son.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man, the which no sooner had his powers confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man he died.
Then is he dead?
Ay, and brought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it has no end.
Had he his hurts before?
A on the front.
Why then, God's soldiers be he. Had as many sons as I had heirs, I would not wish them to a fair death, and so 'tis Neil is no.
His worth is more sorrow, and that the sorrow for him.
He's worth no more, they say. He parted well and paid his score, and so God be with him. Here comes newer comfort.
Hail, King, for thy art behold, where stands thus a bird's cursed head. But thine is free, I see, to compass with the kingdom's pearl, that speak my salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud in mine. Hail, King of Scotland.
Hail, King of Scotland.
shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you, my thanes and kingsmen. Henceforth, my earls, the first that over Scotland, in such a honor named, what is more, trade which we would be, planted newly with the time, as calling home but our exiled friends abroad that fled the shares of watchful tyranny, producing the fourth, the cruel ministries of the dead butcher and his friends like queen. Who is us, 'tis thought, by self and violent hands took off her life. This, what needful else that cause upon us, by the grace of grace we will perform in this measure of time and place. So thanks that all at once, to endure whom we invite to see us, crowned at skull.